we on? Hello. Alright, I'm gonna finish setting up the video and then we'll rock and roll. Very nice. Yes. Here we go. All right, everybody. What we got here? I am the Fourth Crusade. We are going to be playing Diablo 2 Resurrected. I got a special one that I've been wanting to do for a long time. We're going to kick it off today, see how far we get. Basically what we're doing here is we're going to be taking the Necromancer from Diablo 2 and string it together with a theme from my personal D&D campaign where my main character in it is a Blackguard based off of Dungeons & Dragons 2nd and 3rd edition. It was a prestige class, which is basically somewhere between a paladin, a necromancer, and a little bit of an assassin. So, got some cool plans that we're going to be doing as far as maybe a bit of an unconventional build for a necro. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be really tanky, the best to my abilities. We're going to have a few minions out there, but I'm not going to try to overdo it. Let's see. Here we go. Alright, we're going to pop right into Act 1. And the first thing in our sights is we're going to be going through the Den of Evil. Now, I've been playing this game literally since before the first expansion, or the only expansion came out.
Oh, greetings, stranger.
As a little kid.
I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that. But a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lutgulain before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can tell you more.
All right. Thank you, Wariv. Now, we have Kromlech. Basically, we're going to get all the little intro dialogue out of the way for the story. And this is going to be somewhat of like a fantasy immersive playthrough of the game.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it. She turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time. There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
And you as well. Akara here just set us up with our first quest. We have to go to the Den of Evil. Now, I'm not going to pretend like... If you're watching this, you probably know everything that's happening here, but for all intents and purposes of this run, we're going to be allowing time for the story to unfold as we go and experience it that way.
Hi there.
Yep.
Hi there. I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers around here. Many of our sisters fought bravely against Diablo when he first attacked the town of Tristram. They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful items. Seems like their victory was short-lived, though. Most of them are now corrupted by Ondario.
Okay. Alright, here we go. We got a wand. And that's it so far. Perfectly fine. We're going to do okay with that. What I'm going to attempt to do with this build is basically we're going to be tanky. So going to be using some bone spells.
All who oppose me, beware.
Oh, the voice actor's so good. Forget his name, but he's done quite a bit. Yeah. This is like the intro level, so we're just gonna book it. Follow the path till we get to the Den of Evil and just kill a few things along the way. Ooh, right off the bat. Early game, you're hurting for money. And it's not like I could go farm certain creatures to... There are a few things that we could do, but farm certain things, it's all RNG. Random number generator. As far as item drops, so we're kind of at the mercy of that. So whatever we find along the way, whatever complements the build, we're going to be using that. Yes. That's forgiving. Right in the strength. And to kick it off, we're gonna get the skeletons. We're gonna use the minimum amount for where we're at in the game. That makes sense. So that's subject to change, by the way, but a lot of the points are going to go into skeleton mastery. The bone shield. Why don't we take a look at the tree real quick? So, bone armor, yes. And bone wall and bone prison synergized with that. Okay, so that's going to be a big one for this build. Ray skeleton, skeleton mastery. That's going to be a huge one for this build. Amplified damage is honestly really, really, really good. But the ones I'm going to be aiming for are going to be life tap and eventually Decrepify. We're going to be rotating those. Amplify damage is kind of cookie cutter for the build. Everybody uses that. As far as the summoning tree, we are eventually going to get down to Skeleton Mage. Endgame, Mastery, Ray Skeleton, and Skeleton Mage, and Summon Resist are going to be the big ones. We're not going to use any of the Golems or Revive. Poison and Bone spells, mostly Bone Armor, Bone Wall, and Bone Prison to synergize with Bone Armor. Bone Spirit would be nice to use down the line too, but we'll get there. That's at level 30. Already found the den. Just kill a couple of these things down the way. As far as my attributes, strength, vitality, we're looking at it, and dexterity also. Basically what makes sense for this build, to be able to use a two-handed sword. So the minimum requirements for whatever sword I end up using, everything else is going to go into strength and vitality. Mostly vitality. Shall we?
I sense death within this place.
The best voice actor of all time, in my opinion. Early game, like I said, we're just kind of at the mercy of RNG. Hopefully going to find some decent items along the way to set us up off the bat, to just mostly give us enough money. This is fun too, the old school graphics. Yes, right now we're looking for cash. I will be using mercenaries. Another thing too, the Act 2 mercenary. Obviously the best one in the game due to auras. Eventually, the Barbarian mercenary is going to be our main one, and we're going to trick him out. But in the meantime, I enjoy the thought of we're going to be using the Rogue for most of the game. Up until Act 5. And depending on how the stream does, we'll go to Nightmare and Hell after that. The two harder difficulties. Alright, you see I'm already leveled up again. Right in his strength. And this is the time that we're going to start putting in some points for that. The bone armor. Get used to that. Yes, so just some more to add about the... Okay, great. The inspiration for this build is based off of my D&D campaign. One of the main characters of it. Yes. Kromlech Gore. He is the heir apparent to a barbarian tribe. His father, Kromshin, is basically a leader, an elder of an absolutely dominant barbarian tribe in this story, and he has a brother named Kromgor. who
I can't carry
was always
anymore.
the name of the barbarian that I would use in Diablo 2. So maybe he'll make an appearance one day. How am I looking here? All right. Of course, there's one monster left, and he was right there. That's just how it goes at the Den of Evil. There's always one monster left, and it's at the side of the map that you forgot to explore in the beginning. But yes, if you're watching this, good morning. It's Friday morning. Gonna get a bit of a stream in. Oh, one there. Where is he? So I'm looking to get my strength up to at least 50. Then we're gonna throw some more into dexterity. There. Where is it? Tucked away in there. Very nice. So
Is
we
that
finished.
enough to earn the rogue's trust?
Finished that quest. Instead of using the town portal directly out of here, I'm gonna continue on to Bloodmoor. And yes, I've been blessed. There's always a waypoint right outside of
Take
here.
care, the corrupted rogue. Beware. Beyond lies mortal danger for the likes of you.
Is that so? Very nice. Saved a run. Now,
You have cleansed the den of evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your
That's all
reward
it
is
took?
training in the skill of your choice.
thank you. Alright, sell that. Good money right off the bat. First thing I always like to get is a tome. Money. Take it. Now.
Greetings. Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel. I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home. But know this. Akara may be our spiritual leader, but I command the rogues in battle. It will take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn my trust. My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement. If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her.
All right.
Good
One
evening.
quest down. Now we got some cash. What do we got? I am looking for a two-handed sword that's socketed that we could use, and basically we'll get rid of this stuff. Alright. I do enjoy having a point.
Necromancer. I hoped I'd never have to lay my eyes on one of your kind again. The recent troubles in this area have brought out all kinds, I see. Nevertheless, your money's good. A spare weapon, some gold, a small gem is all I want in exchange for the equipment you'll need on whatever quest you might undertake. No, don't be shy. All of my items are guaranteed for life and come with a 2-day warranty.
2 days. What do you got? Not seeing the sword yet? That's fine. Let's go find Blood Raven. Nice. So, there is quite a bit of grinding in this game. That's kind of the point. You restart the game over, and like after playing, all the enemies come back. They drop more shit. And rinse, repeat. As of right now, I'm level 3. About to be level 4. Not quite where I want to be for Blood Raven. But we'll see. Alright. I'm gonna get that to 40 before I start putting some more into dexterity. This bone armor is gonna help quite a bit when it comes to my lack of vitality that I'm gonna have from the start. Oop. So yes, we're just going to be killing ads. Pretty much a point of the game. Scroll of identity, I'll take that. But yes, Kromlech, a little bit of backstory about him. As I said, he was the heir apparent in the story. Not to give too much away, but he is... something happens with his tribe, his barbarian tribe, and... oh, Stony Field. Alright. And he is given a choice. Alright, there's a magical monster here. An enchanted monster. And he's given a choice whether to save his clan at the expense of his soul and servitude, or allow his clan to die. A noble act, but then again, it was at the expense of his soul and his sanity. Ah, this son of a bitch is lightning enchanted, okay. This is the next zone. After the quest that we're gonna do, we're getting blessed. RNG gods. Alright, we're in a tough spot. We're gonna have to retreat a bit. Yes, Kromlech was one of the fiercest warriors in his clan. And, like I said, chose to save him over himself. Alright. Oh. Yeah, the lightning enchanted ones are pretty brutal.
Not enough mana.
To my summons. Not sure how much we could do to this one. Let's go. Very nice. Anything else drop? I'm gonna get these potions and head back. Yeah, so we're looking for the burial grounds where we're gonna find Blood Raven and go to battle. Yeah, and I want to kill as much shit along the way as I can too, obviously. Definitely nice having the skeletons around as well. Let's see what that does. Oh, level 10. Whoop. What happened? We're gonna, yes.
Too many empty graves.
Is that so?
I can't.
Kill some of these ads along the way. Blood Raven's gonna be tough. Before we go in there, I'm gonna level up once by going to the crypt.
I need a key.
Okay. There's usually some magic items in here too. Be a good time to put me to vitality. We have the crypt and the mausoleum. These are honestly not bad early game, just to find a couple things and trinkets. So, a Blackguard, to explain the build a little bit more too. Generally, it's a paladin who has fallen from grace, or a warrior that a lot of times have been tempted by an evil deity and are given power. Usually evil characters tend towards turning in like an evil warrior. It's a good option for them. Okay. Yeah, so thinking about it too, like, the main thing Kromlech's gonna be doing throughout the game is a lot of auto attacks and relying on curses and a minimum number of
Can't carry
summons.
anymore.
Okay. Not a bad place to get outfitted. Level 5. So let's see. We're gonna keep this going to levels. Go take on the mausoleum after this.
I need a key.
First, though, gonna go back to the encampment and get rid of some of the stuff.
Good day.
Oh, that would have been great. I should have kept that. Anything that we could find with thorns damage, I'm gonna go for it. That's pretty nice. That's actually nicer. I'm gonna leave that for my mercenary. Oh, wow. That's going in the sword. I might keep that as well. I'd rather take the money. I'll keep some of those potions for now. Let's go ahead and take a look and see
Yes?
if we have a two-handed sword for sale. This is the one that I'm talking about. Yes! How much gold do I need? Right away. What do I need? 35 strength and 27 dexterity. Level and a half, huh? Perfect. I'm not really gonna have to be frugal much longer.
It's locked.
Alright. Dario, it's time to die.
My army will destroy you.
Oh, you better watch out for mine, bitch. But yes, this is just gonna be a fun, flavorful run altogether. Basically, the reason why I always played this game was, yeah, Blood Raven went down easy.
Blood Raven. Rest well.
On that note, we're gonna go get our mercenary because we're gonna fly through Act 1.
I can hardly believe that you've defeated Bloodraven. Though she was once my closest friend, I pray that her tortured spirit remains banished forever. You have earned my respect, stranger, and the allegiance of the rogues. I have placed several of my best warriors at your disposal.
Alright, which one we get? Abhaya. Shall we?
I'll put that to good use.
Let's go find a rebel. And also, too, I'm gonna try to incorporate the theme into the mercenary build as well. So, lots of poison damage.
May I help you?
What do you got? Nothing. You as well. Let me identify these two things. But yes, if you're just joining too,
It is clear that we are facing an evil difficult to comprehend. let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim sage, schooled in the most arcane history and lore, who could advise us. His name is Deckard Cain. You must go to Tristram and find him, my friend. I pray that he still lives.
Yep, here it goes. Yeah, I'll take that. Nope.
I'll put that to good use.
Give the lady the bow. Continue on. We're gonna clear out the mausoleum. Just a fun little quick dungeon that we could do.
I'll put that to good use.
We find a good bit of items and gold on the way. Early game. Not bad. But yes, if you're just joining, this is a D&D inspired build from 2nd and 3rd edition. The Blackguard was a prestige class, which is it was a crossover between a Necromancer and a paladin. A little bit of an assassin as well. And the theme, or this character is inspired from a D&D campaign that I created. This is Kromlech the Blackguard. Also, too, if you're watching, feel free to leave a comment. Love to hear from you guys. If you like the concept, basically doing something a little bit different than your typical Diablo 2 live stream. By the way, Diablo 2 is absolutely on my Mount Rushmore of the greatest games of all time. Like Skyrim, Elden Ring. Yeah, I would say this is probably number one. It's really up there. So it's a pleasure for me to bring this to you. So we're getting really lucky with the map and drops, by the way. Basically, everything's been the RNG of everything has been forgiving for us. We'll see how it goes later on, though. Before I continue on, I'd like to find the waypoint, but honestly, that run wasn't as bad as it can be. So what we're doing with Kromlech here, the Blackguard, is it's going to be a very melee-focused Necromancer. I'm going to get up in the mix. In the story, Kromlech uses a bastard sword. Yes. So for the time being, we're going to settle with a two-handed sword that I'm going to trick out. And I'll be able to use this next level. Okay. Yep, so far, yeah, there you go. I'm gonna get back on the road then. have an enchanted one. Everything is going to pretty much go like that early game. As soon as we get Tristram, isn't that bad? All depends on what level you are, of course, but by the pace that we're going, like I'm trying to keep it quick. I'm not anticipating getting hung up until we get to, like the monastery in the jail after the Tomo Highlands. Alright, one's about to break. I'm just gonna go for it for now. That was a start. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let me refuel my stamina. Ready? Let's go.
I can't carry anymore.
Continue all along the road. Okay, that takes you to the cave. There's a carrying statues. Carrying stones, I should say. Very nice.
I sense many spirits around the stones.
I'm not going to take the time to read that yet while we have the shrine. I'm going to come back for that. Continue forward. While I have the shrine, I'm just looking for as much shit that I could kill as possible. I take it we're gonna be moving down this way. This is also going to be enjoyable. I haven't not played online battle.net. Basically, just getting in groups and just fly through. You have somebody that's already got all the waypoints. Though, that's fun. This is like the original experience of the game. Alright, cool. Doing it one player. We have another quest.
And so it came to pass that the Countess,
Another
who
great
once
voice actor,
bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins, was buried alive. And her castle, in which so many cruel deeds took place, fell rapidly into ruin. Rising over the buried dungeons in that god-forsaken wilderness, a solitary tower, like some monument to evil, is all that remains. The Countess's fortune was believed to be divided among the clergy, although some say that more remains unfound, still buried alongside the rotting skulls that bear mute witness to the inhumanity of the human creature.
Love it. That is the guy that voiced, he's been in a lot of shit. He was in Dragon Age Origins. Everybody might know him as the Colonel from Metal Gear Solid. Ulfric. Stormcloak's Lieutenant from Skyrim. Honestly, just such a solid voice cast. That was like another thing that kind of captured me about this game, even at a young age. Okay. Okay. The underground passage was there. I was expecting it to be against a wall. Gonna go back to town in a moment as well. Yeah, we're kind of flying through, doing well. That's nice. Looking forward to leveling up one more time so we could... Okay. Use this two-handed sword that I have. Alright, this might be tough. Yeah. I got lucky. Nice. So, may as well put them all on the decks.
I can't.
Why not? Okay. Gonna get that shield, and now let's go back to town. There you go. That's our little tanky Necromancer in action right there. Looking forward to how that's going to go later.
Hello.
Hello. It's worth a good bit of money. I'm going to go for that. It did have really good resist. That's a big thing that you want. Kind of at the point where I don't need to worry about potions as much. Okay, upgrade for her. Oh, that's satisfying.
Good use.
Oh, and also, I wish I would have saved it. The socket first. Okay, this is exactly what I'm looking for as far as the build. Poison damage, life stolen, mana stolen. And... I want to keep... We're going to keep the skeletons at 3 for now. And then after that, once we get past level 10, I might go for a 4th one. For the meantime, we're going to be using Skeleton Mastery. What's happening to this chicken over here? Look at him. shall we? Let me deposit my cash. Oh, you know what I kind of want to look at real quick?
Good evening.
Yeah. Looking good so far. For the level that we're at, we're going to be finding quite a bit along the way. I love this. Shall we? I'm hanging out in chat. Would love to hear from you. What do you like the concept? Nice. Double nice. Just gonna switch that out. I suppose I'm gonna get my strength high enough to where whatever I need, you know, I'm able to wear it. After that, it's all going to vitality and enough dexterity to wield whatever sword that I'm picking out at the time. Hopefully, what I'm really hoping for is that I'll find some cool set items along the way for my armor. But as you can see, I haven't really need to make a pit stop along the way. I'm just early game, just doing well. Oh, something I really want is attacker like thorns damage. Which we might use Iron Maiden as one of our curses later. Iron Maiden, Life Path, and the Craftify are probably going to be the big ones. Wrecking shit. But yes, this is going to be a very flavorful run. A little bit unconventional than your normal... Okay, that's not where we want to go yet. I don't think I'm going to bother with going to level 2. I'm just going to keep it moving to the Darkwood. The underground passage is notorious for being misleading in a large map. But yes, this is going to be a hopefully immersive and flavorful run that it's going to be a little bit different than the normal Necromancer build, or you know, I've made dozens and dozens of builds before with the Necromancer where I just enjoy playing the game, having basically I'll just max that out until level 20 and then take it from there. Put it the rest in mastery. Level 40, move on to something else. Let's go. And I'm doing pretty good. Well, of course I gotta try now. We'll take a look after that's done. But I should be doing pretty decent damage, regardless of that. This level, I do want to get to 40, and that's kind of where I want to be for strength in Act 1. I would say dexterity, I would do... It's pretty good where it's at. I want to get everything up to 40. My vitality is only 20 right now. Which I seem to be doing fine thanks to the bone armor. Level 8. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with 3 skeletons for a while and see how that goes. Just out of curiosity. And as soon as I see bone armor getting roughed up and like one-shotted, that's when I'll start investing a few points into that. Alright, number one thing we're going to do here is look for the waypoint. You know what? I'll be fine. So we're probably going to be running around clearing this map for a while. We have champions out. Good cash. You know, I try to think of like a decent route to doing this kind of build with Diablo 3 and 4, and I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to those games. I do enjoy both of them, but okay, here we go. Here's a first, like, oh boy. Simplified. Alright.
This tree shines with inner spirits.
Tree had the wood fest. Just went down like a little bitch. Not bad. We got a decent little battle here. So, as you can tell, because I'm putting into skeleton mastery mostly, the skeletons are doing 9 to 10 damage. Which isn't a whole lot. But they are formidable. Okay. Hoping to find the waypoint somewhere soon. Yeah, we're gonna find the waypoint. Go right back to town. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Shall we? We're gonna go back to town, take out Tristram. And beeline it towards the monastery. Hopefully gonna find the tower along the way too. We're definitely gonna look for that. Go fight the Countess. Alright. Now, let's see here somewhere. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go kill some more shit before our experience shrine goes out. Awesome. Already level 9, not bad. Anything else here? The Black Marsh. We're gonna go back to town as soon as this experience shrine lets out. Alright. Why don't we just take out the Countess before we...
This place reeks of death.
Alright. Nice little find. Oh yeah, starting to hit harder now. Another reason why I'm enjoying this build too, it is kind of reminiscent of Diablo 1 with the amount of auto-attacking that you have to do. This really feels like Diablo 1 just in general right here. Alright.
I am overburdened.
What do I got? Get rid of those.
I'll put that to good use.
Give that to the lady. Keep it moving. I'm gonna save. I have one slot left in my sword that I can socket something with. Basically, another thing we're gonna be doing with this build is I want to keep within the theme, if I could help it at least. So what I'm looking to find is either an emerald or a gem, and that gives me poison damage. Or I would even settle for cold damage, so a sapphire as well. Let's level up. Yes, we're gonna do vitality, get that up to 40. It's only 3 levels. It's not a bad choice right there. So I'm only gonna have like 3 skeletons at a time, but they're gonna be elite. They're gonna be strong. Just for this section of the game, I do plan on getting one who's a magical guy. This fire enchanted, cool. Poison damage is doing well to kind of eat away. After we kill the Countess, we're gonna go dominate Tristram. Doubt we're gonna find any runes, but would be nice to eventually run into. I think it's L and Tur. Okay. Gonna be using one of those anyways. Next few levels I'm going to be using leveling up bone armor. Back. Where's she at? Oh. There she is. Oh, yeah. That was unexpected.
Treasure hunting. Treasure finding. Yes.
I'll put that to good use.
So, the Countess is known for being a hotspot for runes. I did not expect to get a Tau rune this early in the game. And I got a Neth rune with that too, so definitely not bad. I didn't realize my skeletons got marked. Had a few of these champion guys rolling around. Okay. Looking good. Alright, what else? Longbow. Alright, gonna go back to town. I'm gonna take 60 seconds. I'll be right back. And then we're going to fight Tristram.
Good evening. Greetings.
Okay.
Good evening.
All right. Kind of flying through this, not bad.
Your rewards are well earned. To us, the tower was nothing more than a headstone looming over a long-forgotten grave.
She sounds bitter. Okay.
Good evening. Ah, very good. I have translated the runes on this scroll. You must find the cairnstones and touch them in the order that I have written.
Thank you.
I'll put that to good use.
Yes?
Ooh. We're gonna save that. May as well. Kind of like that.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
Okay. Easy money. Gonna sell it. Now.
Greetings.
Alright.
When I fled the monastery, I left behind the Herodric Mallet, my enchanted smithing hammer. If you can retrieve it for me, I'll use its magic to strengthen your equipment.
Sounds good. Don't really need a weapon. Put that back into Vitality.
Hello.
All right, good to go. So now, one of everybody's favorite parts of the game, in my opinion. Probably like the best farming and experience part, early game. I really don't need money after this too much either. I'm gonna be shopping around, looking at. Basically, we're going to be. Okay, the stones are down there. RNG gets us through it from this point on. If you're just joining too, this is like a tanky Necromancer build. based off of a Dungeons and Dragons 2nd and or 3rd edition Blackguard. I always do like a pentagram, just out of habit. Alright, what do you guys think? Are we gonna win? I think so.
All that's left of proud Tristram are ghosts and ashes.
Refill that. Alright, let's go. Deckard Cain, if you value your life, leave this place. Good old Griswold. Oh, got some gloves.
Help! Deckard Cain, if you value your life, leave here immediately.
All right. Easy peasy. Tristram went down pretty seamlessly. Everything early game too. This guy was old Wirt right here. You see how he has a peg leg? I wonder if it... Oh! I love that. You could actually pick up his peg leg. It's a secret for another time. One shot. So I'm level 10 in Tristram already. Not bad. We kind of just been running point A to point B, so I haven't really like farmed or done anything like that. Just completing the quest. Who do we got in chat? Nice to hear from you guys. Change it to players 8 from retro luxury. What do you mean it? Change it to players 8. What do you mean, sir?
As a token of my gratitude, I will identify items for you.
Okay.
As a token of my gratitude, I will... Regrettably, I could do nothing to prevent the disaster which devastated Tristram. It would appear that our greatest fears have come to pass. Diablo, the Lord of Terror, has once again been set loose upon the world. As you know, some time ago, Diablo was slain beneath Tristram, and when our hero emerged triumphant from the labyrinth beneath town, we held a grand celebration that lasted several days. Yet, as the weeks passed, our hero became increasingly aloof. He kept his distance from the rest of the townsfolk and seemed to lapse into a dark, brooding depression. I thought that perhaps his ordeal had been so disturbing that he simply could not put it out of his mind. The hero seemed more tormented every passing day. I remember he awoke many times, screaming in the night, always something about the East. One day he simply left.
Yes.
And shortly thereafter, Tristram was attacked by legions of foul demons. Many were slain, and the demons left me to die in that cursed cage. I believe now that Tristram's hero was that dark wanderer who passed this way before the monastery fell. I fear even worse, my friend.
Okay, I had enough. Okay, so we're gonna be fighting Diablo eventually, according to Cain. Yes, to answer your question in chat, we are playing offline mode. Basically, I am demonstrating this build on its own strength. Very nice. We got a few more people in chat, or watching at least. To explain what we're doing here, this is a D&D inspired build taken from my personal D&D campaign. The Blackguard is like a paladin and a necromancer put together. Like an evil paladin that has necromancer spells. So for this, we're going to be running like a tankier necromancer, and basically I'm only going to be using so many skeletons. I am using the merc. It's fun to have those, in my opinion. Alright, we're going to run to the monastery gates. I think we've done pretty well progressing so far, so I'm just going to follow the road for this one. We already took out the Countess. Everything's up to date so far. I guess we'll fight everything along the way. Leave game and redo nothing. Got my own thing going on today, sir. Thank you. I do appreciate the initiative, though. Maybe that'll be fun down the line, doing a co-op private game with all characters that are from my campaign. That's a cool idea. Should farm to level 15? Not when I'm one-shotting shit like this. I'll be fine. I feel like a good level to be at for Andario. Honestly, I've killed her at level 12 before. If you have the right equipment. The hole. That's a good grinding spot. It's funny to see it in that section of the map too. I haven't seen that before. I'll be perfectly honest too, I feel like, yes. Been doing pretty well with this run so far. The RNG gods have smiled upon me this day. There's a whole nother section we're gonna go to Tomo Highlands. The goal for this stream is to beat Act 1, and each stream I'm just gonna try to beat another act. Seem to be doing pretty well so far. He's right there, huh? I'll take that key. The only place I think we're gonna get hung up is what we're about to get into right now. Before the catacombs. But I don't think we're gonna need to be level 15 and grind out Tristram until we get there. Which I've done many times, don't get me wrong. That's kind of, when you play online with people, that's kind of what you do. Many, many times. Yeah, I want to go this way. Basically, at this point, gonna beeline it towards and try to get there as quick as possible.
This place has the stench of demons about it.
Love it. I'm hitting for 50 damage, that's not bad. Skeletons are hitting for up to 12. Alright, where is it? Bone armor is pulling its weight. Now it does get a little hairy in here. Yeah, here we go. There's usually some enchanted monsters in here that are pretty rough. You seem to be doing fine though. Hopefully gonna find the blacksmith before we go. He kind of feels like one of the first true bosses. Okay, got some champions in here. Go back to leveling those guys up, and I guess I'll do that next level. I should have gotten a skeleton mage in the mix. It's alright. Yeah, definitely not worried about Act 1. Act 2 is definitely going to be interesting. I'm going to be focusing more on resistances and things like that. Incorporating curses into the mix. What curse do I get at level 12? Weaken, oh. Iron Maiden might be a good one.
I shall make weapons from
As you can see, I mean, he was able to kill one of my skeletons.
All this for a hammer?
Alright. Glad we ran into him early on the way. This is quickly turning into a 100% run. Which really isn't that hard to do in this game. I mean, there's 6 quests per zone and there's 5 zones outside of Act 4. Alright, go to jail.
Ah, the slow torture of caged starvation.
Love it. We got any metalheads in chat? Tell me this isn't the most metal, like you want to listen to black metal or like some death metal when you play this. I remember being like 15 years old, playing this in high school and listening to this band Death. Anybody familiar? And just absolutely loving it. Death, they have this song called Zombie Ritual. It really adds to the flavor of this whole game. I do enjoy the ambience and the music and the scoring, and this is absolutely amazing too. This is the only part of the act that I would say is a slog, because there's 3 levels to the jail, and it's easy to get turned around. Okay. I don't have much in the form of resistances. My defense is pretty good for right now, but magical damage does kind of hurt. There we go. Alright, take a pause, let the stamina regen. Flying through Act 1, not bad. Gonna run, try to clear as much as the map as possible. Mercenary has not died yet. It's the same one from... She's only level 9.
Thank you.
Did take a little bit of a hit there. Oh. Where's it going? Over here. Get up in the mix. Yeah, getting hit a little bit more. No, no. close one right there. That guy was tough. We gotta watch out for these guys. Foreshadowing what's to come.
I am overburdened.
Oh, the merc died. Let's go get her back. Oh, that was a close one, huh?
Good to see you.
Greetings.
She's kind of been a trooper the whole game so far. Let's see. I'm gonna go over here.
Oh, thanks so much for returning the Heraldric Malice. I will now...
Okay. Go ahead and get that. Kind of want the attack rating.
Put that to good use.
Yeah, almost died. I had like 8 health left. Okay. Gonna keep it moving. And we're level 12 now. Yes. Had a feeling. Now... going to... Yeah, this part of the build... just gonna focus on vitality. Come on, give it to me. Nice. Nope, not down there. Gonna try to gun it past. Alright. See, this is what I was saying about the jail earlier. Saving all this energy for the catacombs, because that place is massive. And it's gonna take a while, and we're gonna take our time. Not rush into corridors that have a ton of magical enemies and champions. gonna be down here, hopefully. Where is it? Thank you. Oh, the gel sucks. Alright, looking good. See the old school graphics, I love it. These guys are extra fast. Alright. One of my favorite enemies in the game, honestly, Bone Ash. Gotta be careful around him too. He's gonna definitely kill some of the skeletons around us. There you go. Grab some extra healing potions along the way. Alright, how are we gonna do against Andariel? We are kinda level 13. Almost want to get an amplified damage on her. But get a little more DPS in there. Alright. Alright, now we have a skeleton mage. I'm only gonna get 3 of them for the time being.
I sense a demonic presence here.
Alright, we're gonna take our time and just kill everything along the way. We do got 3 levels before the boss. And these guys are quite a bit tougher. Didn't seem like it there, but they do get tougher. Nice. Yeah, those are the types that I gotta watch out for. You get trapped in a room with a bunch of champion, what are these called? Tainted. Yeah, they tend to fuck it up a little bit. Yes! Alright, hopefully we're gonna run into the waypoint. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Whoops.
It's locked. the key.
Rooms like this get a little tricky too. Especially with this guy hitting multiple shots. He went out like a bitch, though. He's doing fine. He's gonna hack away until we get down to the boss. One skeleton lost so far, not bad. Feel like a good strategy for the catacombs. Very nice. Okay, fuck the waypoint. Let's just go. Keep moving until you hit a wall in the map. And just keep hugging the side of it. Kind of make a circle out of it. I want to check this out first. Okay, they're doing decent damage to me right now. Okay.
It's locked. It's locked.
Got it. Oh boy, would you look at that? Do I want to level up one more time? Get another... No. Alright, I might die. My poison resistance is non-existent. Yeah. Skeletons are pretty tough right now, but doesn't mean a whole lot. This boss is very, very unforgiving against any of my summons. So yeah, I might get marked here. So I'm gonna try to draw out. Okay. All these enemies that are gonna take away from the damage that I would be able to do against her. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna try to pull her behind. In the books. Nice, I got an emerald.
Back to the hell that spawned you, Andariel.
Very fortunate playthrough so far. Didn't really get much in the means of loot. I was pretty stoked I got an emerald there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Act 1 in the books. We did that pretty quick, I might add. Haven't really just sat down and like busted out a whole act solo like that in a while. Love it. I'm gonna go sit on her throne. We are gonna take a screenshot. That's gonna replace the thumbnail I have. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed Act 1 so far. That's all we're gonna be doing for today. And then we had the homie Retro Luxury saying that I need to stay in Tristram until level 15. And a little bit while after I was like, well, I've definitely beat Act 1 at level 13. I think I'll be alright. So that should demonstrate the strength of this build. I wonder how it's gonna go. Act 2 is gonna suck in the maggot layer, I know that. And the Arcane Sentry should be fine. Act 3 is gonna be rough, and by the time we get to Act 4, I should just be set up. Act 2 is like the only one that I'm kind of worried about so far. But yeah, definitely happy how that went. Let's go back to town, drop our gear off, and call it a day.
Good day. This is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you on your journey, lending what assistance I can. Remember, Diablo is still out there, seeking something in the desert. I'm afraid that this nightmare will not end until you find what it is that he seeks.
Right. Very successful run. Let's see what everybody has to say on the way
about
out.
renewed life for us all. We mourn the loss of our dear sisters, but at least now we can get on with our lives. I may have misjudged you, Outlander. You are a true hero, and testament to the noble spirit which has inspired our order for generations. Farewell, my friend.
Not bad. If you guys enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed the stream, I appreciate everybody chilling, hanging out for all that. This is fun. Like, a little bit of a different approach to some Diablo 2 content that everyone's seen a million times already. With min-maxing and rune words and, you know, getting the... like the honor rune word, or the one that lets you teleport, blah blah blah. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you like my content, please feel free to like, subscribe. I'm gonna be streaming all the time. I just got a microphone set up, so got a badass SM7B for cheap. But yeah, I am the Fourth Crusade. We're gonna be doing a lot of D&D inspired content from FromSoft. I'm doing Elden Ring and Dark Souls right now. At the same time I'm doing this. All the way to like Dynasty Warriors and stuff like that. Anywhere I could include it, I'm finding a way to do it. This was a lot of fun. Thank you guys.
Finally we may rejoice. We owe you a debt we can never repay. I only hope that in time we will be able to rebuild our order. All our thanks go with you, my friend.
Okay. Wow. That's probably the worst unique bow or unique item I think I've ever seen. That should be a meme right there. The Plague Song. It sounds so cool, but adds 2 to 3 damage and a piss poor amount of attack rating. Great job.
Good day.
All right. Can you drop this shit off and call it a day?
Greetings.
You know what? Just so we could leave this act saying that we left no stone unturned.
Yes?
I was hoping for a basic ass wand. Oh, that's kind of cool. Show me what you could do with this axe right here. I know it's kind of wasting it, but I kind of want to just move to the next act, saying that you know what? We could sell it.
The caravan is prepared. We may now journey eastward to loot Golain.
Shall we? We'll play the cutscene and then we'll call it.
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that barren wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Loot Golain, with a great sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind
we set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Lut Gholein. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
All right.
Hello.
Well, now. Seems like the perfect place to leave off. We just absolutely crushed Act 1. Stay tuned for the next episode that we're going to be doing. Should be in the next couple days. I might continue this playthrough. I am in the middle of doing Elden Ring and Dark Souls right now.
Greetings.
But just also wanted to share that this is my favorite game of all time. It doesn't get better than this in my opinion. Just what you're able to do. The fact that you could play a Necromancer and yada yada yada. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I am the Fourth Crusade. And stay tuned for Act 2. That's going to be coming up in the next episode. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. We're about a quarter of the way there. We got a long journey ahead of us. But either way, it's fun. And I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Good day.